How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel.
Well, hi there, Carl.
Hey, Vic. How's it going?
It's going great. Why don't you say hi to everybody first?
Hi, everyone. How you doing? Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in and watching the podcast and the Bulls postgame episodes we've been doing. We do appreciate everyone that's been tuning in and watching. We also appreciate everyone that's been coming in and liking the videos and subscribing.
My pictures.
Yeah, and also following us on Twitter. We've built up pretty good following so far on Twitter. But anyway, so tonight, tough one tonight. Bulls lose this one tonight by a final score of 116-110. I don't know. What are your initial thoughts?
Okay, so rebounding was terrible. It was, they out-rebounded us 61-42.
Yeah, and I think
61-42, man.
Adams all alone by himself, I think, had like 20-something rebounds, but 21 rebounds total by himself.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought we did better with Tristan Thompson in there than we did Vooch tonight. But how could Coach Donovan put Thompson in and keep him in longer than Vooch? It would have been a bad thing for the team, I think.
You know, he went that lineup that came back. It was DeRozan, it was Zach, it was Derrick Jones Jr., Kobe, and Tristan Thompson. I mean, I don't even think Io saw the court in the fourth quarter.
No, tonight. And I'm wondering if something happened to him.
I don't know if he was just riding the hot hand with Kobe because they needed points. You know, I'm not sure what happened there, but he definitely went with a different lineup, different rotation tonight.
They could have used Io's defense on Ja. They couldn't stop Ja. Steven Adams is a big body and all, but they're this defense, this pick and roll defense that the Bulls have had trouble with, has been there since Boylan, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jim Boylan. He's got a similar dome to your head. Jim Boylan.
Please don't.
Carl Shea.
Please. You know, I just don't know what it is with the pick and roll. Like, I don't know if they just, they're not sure if they want to, cut it off there or the rotation slow. Like,
God,
there were a couple,
awful.
There was a couple times tonight. I thought that when Ja drove, like a couple players like Zach and one other player I can think of who could have stepped in and just taken a charge, and that would have stopped a couple of drives, I think. But I get it. With a guy coming
by the way, everybody, Carl hates Zach
Lavine. I do not.
Yes. You thought we should have cut him back when?
No,
2 years
that's
ago?
not true.
Yeah. You wanted him traded, buddy.
You know, the only thing I say about Zach is that there are times in the game when he gets the ball that he touches it and it doesn't leave his hands. I just think the Bulls are a better team when the ball moves and he gets the ball within the flow of the offense. Like if he gets the ball cutting.
Yeah, I agree. But DeMar, I don't know. Even tonight, I was disappointed in some of his. I would say tonight, DeMar should have passed the ball a little bit more. 10 of 29, great. He got 31 points. Great. He's had such a good run. We really miss Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso making cuts to the basket, and Javonte Green. We've got to get like more of a rotation between those three guys and cutting along with Derrick Jones.
I think that's kind of the point. Like when the ball moves and players are able to cut, that's when I think we're better, right?
Zach had 6 assists, by the way. He had the most assists on the Bulls.
Well, when we start playing one-on-one, right?
I'm just saying, look, six assists. Zach, who you said was isoing all game long.
Look at the tape.
Smarter pants.
Look at the tape.
He was 9 and 19, 3 of 3 from 3. Why didn't we go for Zach on that 3 or Kobe that at the end?
I think there was enough time. You were playing for maybe a 2, maybe an and 1.
There was 14 seconds left, man. Yeah, maybe an and 1. That's true. DeMar gets a lot of and 1 calls.
Yeah, I mean, he was close enough that, look, he didn't
to the basket.
We disagree on this. He didn't get any calls tonight at all. For a guy that's been on the run that he's on, he did not get a single call.
It's true, but he also gets a ton of calls where he's not falling.
And that's the point. I mean, it's like
he falls to the ground so much they give him the benefit of the doubt and call a foul.
And there were times tonight that he legitimately got fouled, and they just didn't call it.
That last one he did. They had his arm on. They had their arm on his arm, even though they had ball. But yeah, he was fouled.
Look, this is one of those nights. We talked about this earlier in the game. Like, I thought this was a good test for them. Right? They fell behind. They never gave up. They made it close. They made a run at it. They got to within 2. They got to within 1. Right? And then Bane hits that killer 3 from deep to put them up 4. And then, they come down. Vooch gets fouled. He misses a free throw. That could have cut it down to 2.
Yep.
It's just, it was little things tonight. The little plays made a difference. And look, let's be honest. It took a 46 point game from Ja Morant in order for them to win this game. If Ja Morant doesn't score 46 points, Bulls win. So, give credit to Ja Morant.
I think our defense, other than the pick and roll defense, was good. The pick and roll defense was terrible. Second chance points sucked. Absolutely sucked.
They definitely killed us on the offensive rebound, right? I mean, let's see. They had 19 of their 69 rebounds were offensive. Ours, we had 7 offensive rebounds out of the 53. I mean, they out-rebounded us by 16.
Their three-point shooting was atrocious. 7 for 23 for Memphis.
We were 9 for 20.
I have 10 for 21.
Yeah, according to the sheet
that's pretty efficient.
Yeah, I mean, that's just under 50%. But, I mean, Kobe was 3 for 6. Zach was actually 3 for 3.
Vooch was horrible.
DeMar was 2 for 2. So, and I think Stacey said it during the game, right? In order for them to win games like this, the big 3 have to play well. DeMar wasn't great, but he still scored 31.
Do you really think that, though? Does every team have a big 3? They don't. Like, I don't know if that's really true.
I think teams that go on to win teams that go on to win championships have a big 3.
Have a big 3. All right, let's talk about that. Who won last year?
Milwaukee.
Okay, who was their big 3? Giannis, Middleton,
and Holiday.
Lopez, Holiday, big 3.
And then look at the other side, Phoenix. Ayton,
Booker, Paul. Yeah, I don't know about Ayton. Big 3.
He was dominant. So like when you look back, as far as like over the last couple of years,
the Lakers year before it was Davis, LeBron. It wasn't.
I'd have to go back, but like basically,
me either.
Look at the Heat. They made it to the finals that year. They had
Butler, Adebayo, and who?
Butler, Adebayo.
I don't know if it's always a big 3. I don't
Robinson
know if
was in there.
3, no, it's not a big 3, but I don't think every team needs to have a big 3. I just think Vooch.
I'm just saying for this team. For this team, in order for them to go deep, right? Now, look, not every like the reality is tonight. The biggest thing that Vooch hurt us with tonight, not only just the offensive side, but really on the defensive side, is where he hurt us tonight. Like you said, Tristan Thompson was better in there, right?
Why do you think he was better though?
Tristan Thompson is just a more physical player. He's a post player. He's a screen and roll guy. Vooch is not that guy. Vooch can screen and roll, but Vooch is more pick and pop.
But I agree on offense, but what about on defense? What do you think is better about Tristan Thompson on defense versus Vooch?
Look, Tristan Thompson, he's a bruiser. That's his reputation. That's his role.
I think that's why they brought him in. I think he's got quicker feet than Vooch. So what do you do? Let's say you're Billy Donovan, although definitely not even close. But let's say you're Billy Donovan, Coach Shang, and you start seeing Tristan Thompson having this really good defensive role. And at the end of the game, you don't really need Vooch's scoring. What do you do, Coach Shang?
I think it's you have to answer that. You're going to find out that answer in the next 20 games. I think there are times in the next 20 games, like tonight, I think that he rode Tristan Thompson as long as he could in the fourth quarter. He went back to Vooch. Like I said,
4 minutes left. Yeah,
he didn't go to his normal rotation because Iowa wasn't in there at all. And if you want to talk about defense, Iowa should have been in there.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
but maybe because they weren't shooting very well, they left Kobe in there. That's my guess.
I said, that's kind of like, right. I mean, that's to your point, right? Like, do you want defense or do you want offense in there? Well, the answer tonight is he wanted offense because he left Vooch and Kobe White in the game.
Yep.
If you want a defense, I agree. It should have been Tristan Thompson and it should have been Io.
So what do you think about Memphis? What do you think about them as a team? They're number 3 in the West. They've got a better record than the Bulls. We're number 1 in the East, but what do you think about them as an overall team?
I think they are a very young and very confident team right now. I think they showed it on the graphic tonight. 9 of their next 10 games are against teams that are under 500. They're going to make a run at the top 3, maybe even the top spot with Chris Paul being out for the next 6 weeks. Look, as Ja Morant plays like this and he's this dominant come playoff time, they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. I don't have any doubt about that. I mean, they match up. They've beat Golden State a couple of times. They beat Phoenix. I think they beat Phoenix at Phoenix. They beat Golden State at Golden State. They beat Golden State last year in the play-in. So I don't think anyone scares them.
So what do you think about it? The Bulls are like 2-12 against, upper echelon teams.
I think it's a deceiving number because we haven't had a full squad.
I agree. I think Lonzo and Caruso have meant more to our team than even DeMar. I mean, I know DeMar's won a lot of games, but I think for some reason those two make our offense click better and our defense more formidable.
Here's the so to your point, right? If Caruso was healthy, right, does Caruso play the fourth quarter?
Probably. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
I don't know how he doesn't. Does Ja go off for 46 because Caruso is able to neutralize him for a little bit, right?
Yeah, him or Alonzo. I think their offensive rebounding is better, or defensive rebounding. I'm sorry, is better with those two in the game too. Yeah.
Again, like you said earlier, if Lonzo and Caruso are playing this game, maybe it's a little bit different. But again, we only lost by 6, right? It took 46 points by Ja Morant and a 21 rebound game by Steven Adams to beat this Bulls team.
What's next? The Heat.
The next is Heat.
I don't think we have a chance.
The Heat doesn't scare me.
I don't think we have a chance against the Heat. The way we played last time when we went to that game.
Well, we were completely shorthanded that game.
Were we?
Yeah, Caruso didn't play. Zach didn't play.
No, Caruso played. Caruso had an awesome dunk in the beginning of the game.
I think you're sadly mistaken.
Nope. He had a nice dunk during that game, man. You look it up.
Are you talking about the game in Miami?
No, when we went in Chicago, man.
Okay, the last time they played Miami was at Miami.
I mentioned the game we went to at home.
Yeah, correct.
Come on.
That game, they played well. But the last game, we got crushed by Miami. It was in Miami, and we didn't have a full squad.
Yeah. Well, you're right. So this is at Miami. I thought it was in Chicago.
Yeah,
6:30 on Monday.
Yeah,
6:30 on Monday. Tyler Hero is their
leading scorer
in points.
Yeah. So and
I don't think we have a chance.
Back they've got their band back together, and they won tonight against San Antonio. So they have a 1-game lead on us right now. So
what's wrong with Jimmy Buckets? Why he's got 21 points per game?
He's been hurt.
It says season leaders Tyler Hero.
Yeah, because he hasn't played enough. He hasn't played enough games.
Is he not playing?
He is playing now.
Okay.
But even the other night, Harrell, I think, was still the leading scorer for their team the other night.
Well, based on the amount of games, I guess.
So we'd love to hear what you guys think about tonight's game. Thanks to everyone that's been commenting on.
Yeah, Carl's a little feisty
on the channels. Yeah, well, Bulls losses will do that to me. I don't even watch SportsCenter or NBA tonight when the Bulls lose.
Your complexion's a little red.
Can you tell? So thanks again, everyone. We'd love to hear your comments down below as far as what you thought about tonight's game.
We dig it.
And
digits.
Just thoughts about overall, like Tristan Thompson versus Vooch, right? Did DeMar get a raw deal tonight? As far as some of the calls, if you guys what you guys think about my thought about Zach Lavine when he gets the ball and sometimes he doesn't pass the ball, but that's just my own personal opinion. So we'd love to hear you guys' comments. Thanks again for tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of our future uploads on the channel. Good night, Vic. Good night, everybody.
Good night.